Hello everybody, time for another box opening. We're going to go Hot Wheels again. I've got a couple of Matchbox cases to open as well, but we're going to go Hot Wheels J case today. If you follow the blog, and I hope you do, there's a link close by, I'm sure. You know that I am very excited about the J case. There's a lot of things in here that I think are worthy. We'll go through them. Hopefully they're in there. In this J case. As always, I got this case from A&J Toys. They are available for purchase. There is a link down below this video for you to go over there and pick up either this case or other premium cases, Hot Wheels cases, Greenlight, anything that you're interested in. It is all there. So let's get to it. Let's just see what we have, and try and move this over so that there is cars to look at. Lots to be excited about, and let's just get started. All right, to start, Dodge Charger 500, Shark Bite, and the Shelby GT350R. We made a big deal out of the last case with this one. No need to talk about it right now, but I think some of you have been discovering it at Target. It's quite the car. This is new for this case, the Dodge Charger 500, not the new model, but new color. I think it looks nice in red. I was wondering if this was a then and now with the Hellcat Charger that they did a few batches ago, but alas, it's not. And I think this is a new model. It's a, those of you who like cars that look like sharks, here's another car that looks like a shark. Alright, next three. Starting from the top, Terrain Storm, BMW 2002, I know what it is, and the Ford Fairlane. You'll have to excuse me, I think this was a new one in the last case. This may have been a new color in the last case too, I don't know. I should know, but sometimes you just don't know what you're going to open. This one is one of the cars I'm most excited about in this batch. The BMW 2002 is a favorite casting of mine because I like vintage BMWs. That doesn't make me any special, I know that, but just understand I really like vintage BMWs. 2002 is a classic, and this is a nice color, nice design in black. We're going to get a couple of these because we have this color, and then we have the BMW series coming. I think some of you in Europe have already found it. I know this is going to be, I think this is going to be a Zamac as well. Anyway, really excited about that one. Okay, more to be excited about. Porsche Outlaw, the 356A, the Hover Storm, I think that's a recolor, and that Honda Monkey 750. Porsche we've already seen, that was in the last batch, really nice model. Hover Storm is the Hover Storm, but this is the one we'll focus on right now. I'm going to get in a little closer here. Let me put these other models down. This is definitely going to be a feature on the blog if it isn't already, if you've been watching. Honda Monkey, tiny little Honda motorcycle, and they've made it a tiny little Honda motorcycle. There's a lot of history with this one, and we'll get into it more on the blog. But you know, I've never been into Hot Wheels motorcycles. This one's not going to convince me to be into Hot Wheels motorcycles, but I'll say this is a great choice. Really unique choice for a motorcycle. I don't know who's behind it, but because we have guys like June and Rio, but who knows who was behind this one. Maybe I'll try and find out before I feature that. But neat little motorcycle. Look for that on the blog very soon. All right, let's zoom. Let's pull back a little bit. All right, 2010 Camaro SS in a police livery. The Humvee and the Corvette Stingray. Humvee might be a new color. Not sure. Stingray was from the last batch. And this Corvette, or Camaro, very similar livery. I mean, but you know, it's police, so it's black and white. That's a signature color. Looks very similar to the Treasure Hunt from about 2 or 3 years ago. And that's kind of cool. I think it would, I'd probably have that car somewhere. And makes for a fleet, right? So that's a nice choice. I do like those kind of unique police car choices, the sports car stuff. Okay. Honda C, oh, let's go from the top. The Formula Solar, or Solar. 73 Pontiac Firebird. And the Honda CRX. I think that's a recolor. New model this year, recolor with those new wheels. Honda, if you haven't gone to the blog from the last week, you definitely should. We profiled this one and then, or showcased it, and then the next day I heard from the designer Ryo Sada, who told us a little bit more about why it was designed the way it was, with the engine in the rear and the flares and everything else. Kind of interesting. All dates back to what he loved as a child. So definitely worth reading if you haven't already. And then the Pontiac Firebird, I like this casting, and this is a nice clean version of it, just with the stripes. Not bad. All right. Night Dragon. Fangster. Batmobile. Just look at it for a second. Just look. Okay. Batmobile. All right. I know this is the super in this batch. I haven't looked to see if I get it. Probably not. So what's different about it? Because we've seen this released several times. We've seen it released with different wheels. We've seen it released with the MC5s. This one, if you want me to zoom in a little bit, this one is more of a matte black. So flat with some flames. That's kind of nice. So there's some flames on it. See how you pick that up in the light? Yeah. So that's a pretty nice version of the Batmobile. Nice way to shake it up just a little bit without compromising too much. This isn't a casting I collect, but that is a nice version of the Batmobile. Pull back a little bit again. Okay. Another Batmobile. Aston Martin V8 Vantage and the Formula Solar again. Already seen the Batmobile. Let's look at this Aston. Put these down. Okay. Nice to see this casting back. I think this is from that Mild to Wild, so we've seen that other GT3 version of the Vantage. And that GT3 version is not something I get too excited about because of it's just bad. We'll just, yeah, no reason to harp on it. But this is nice. In white with the black rims with the, what is it, that kind of a light blue lip, and then the hood design. So this is a nice casting from, so dates all the way back to 2006. It might have been modified slightly. I'm just looking at it off camera here. See if there's a date change. Yeah, 2015 Mattel, because I believe that the grill used to be a separate piece, maybe attached to the interior, and they have filled that all in. So my guess is with that work done on it, we'll probably see it some more when I feature this on the blog, and maybe I will. I have some Aston Martin stuff to do. I'll get into that a little bit. Maybe we'll compare it to the old one. I don't have one nearby, and you don't want to hear me rummaging through everything trying to find it. So, okay. Let's pull back just a tad again. Alright, Supervolt, Chevy Silverado, and the Aeropod. I think is this a recolor or a new color? I don't know. It's a big thing. So another art car, so it's got a letter on the top that we, maybe some of you figured out what it spells. This one has those multicolored wheels. That's not bad. I actually like that style. This is a good one. I like the colored wheels on it. That means you're going to find a million different versions with those wheels and the graffiti style on it. I like that. Street art. Not a casting I collect, but oh, it's good. All right. Formulator, Dodge Charger SRT, aka Hellcat, and the Camaro Concept. I think we have seen both of these, and we haven't seen the Stormtrooper. We've seen this one look like Stormtrooper before. Dodge parading these around. Too bad we don't get the full headlight grille detail here, because that would be a Stormtrooper car, but I do like it in black and white. I'll take that over the red. I do wish, in this case, that this one was done without the side stripes, like make that a future version, but I'm not going to complain. The other thing that's interesting I noticed last time on that one is instead of just making these wheels black, just not put anything on them all, if you look closely, they actually did put more black on it, so it comes out as kind of a glossy rim versus the wheel. I think that's a really nice touch. So that's a really nice version. I like that a lot. That's definitely one that I will have to photograph here soon. I think these are all, well, is the Turbine Time a recolor? I don't know. I know it's a recolor, but I don't know if it's been out already. I know it was purplish pink, right? And then I think that's a new color of the Muscle Speeder. Different than it was. There was the version that was being rebuilt a couple years ago, and now that one's done. And there's the Turbine Time. If it is a new to this case, the Rapid Responder is not. Okay. Papa Wheelie, which I think was chrome before, so now it's gold. Yay. Another Camaro. And the stock car might or might not be a recolor. Okay. Here's the whole reason I'm infatuated with this case. Not that, but that's really, really nice. But that's from the previous case. The Acura NSX. Hopefully you guys are finding that one and liking it. Not this one, although I really like that. Recolor of the Michael Giralda Special. Retirement car, if you want to call it that. We've seen it in 3 colors, white, Zamak, and now this light blue. But that was from the last case. There's this. I am in love. I love, 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 love this model. And I got one from Wheel Collectors the other day. I haven't had a chance to photograph it yet because I was on vacation, but I've got to find out a little bit more about this one. But there's so many reasons to love it. I mean, it is the 73 BMW 3.0 CSL race car, which is a classic car. Classic BMW. The 3.0 is a classic. Anyway, I just love everything about this. I love the way it was chosen, like the model that was chosen that they chose to do. I love all the details. I like the car they chose. Instead of the really wide fenders or the really wide flares and intakes, they did the one with the more mild intakes. You could even do a somewhat stock version of the with the BMW stripes down the side, or the pinstripes. You could do one that, you know, a road version, give or take. They even put 2 seats in there. I like how they created it. I like the actual engineering behind it, the way it functions. The headlights are part of the window, as are the taillights. And we've seen that on a few models now. The top detail. I love this model. I think it has a great future. I hope we get a couple of recolors. I hope we get some premium versions with the same BMW livery. There's, you know, so much. See, I already have one. So much fun to be had. Comparing it with the the Matchbox version from a little while ago. That, you know, of the 1M, but they put that livery on it because it's such an iconic livery. I'm going to be photographing this one just in a little bit. So, really, really excited about this model. If I'm supposed to predict anything, I would say it's going to be very hard to beat this as my favorite of the year. Maybe something will, but you know, the 356A is great. That 350 GT350R, that Mustang, is great, but hard to beat that one. Okay, back to, I'll quit my ogling. I'll pull back a little bit. Sorry about that. Sorry to go nuts, but very excited about that one. Okay, stock car, Hoverstorm. Olds 442, I think we've seen all of those. Another Night Dragon, Acura NSX, and the GT Hunter. I think that's a new color for that in green. Nice to see, like with the Mustang and the GT and the Acura NSX, that they are repeating, and that's been something they've been doing now for a little bit. But it's nice to see that, so it's not so hard to find them if they get gobbled up at the beginning. You know, for example, that BMW, I imagine will be popular. There's the Power Surge. I think we've already seen that, and the Scorpedo. Lots of animals in this one. Nice to see our friends in the animal kingdom represented. Anyway, if you can't get that BMW, at least you can feel confident that it'll be in the next batch. Firebird and the Muscle Speeder again, and no idea if this is new or not. The Rev Rod. I apologize for not knowing. Some of you probably do. Okay. Chevy Impala, Let's Go, and the Monta Racer. It's golden. This is a treasure hunt. I can't remember. Oh, it's on the back wing, or the back right there. So there's your treasure hunt if you want that. And then nice to see the 65 Impala back. This was a style that Hot Wheels loved for a long time. About 10 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago. You don't see it as much, these lowered cars, these lowriders, but nice to see this one back. And what a cool version. Anyway, I gotta speed this up. Alright. Cars. More cars. There's a dragon looking thing, the Double Demon, Shark Bite, and the Cloak and Dagger. Way too long, I apologize. More Mustang, another Mustang. Muscle Tone, the Terrain Storm. Aston Martin, Dodge Charger, and the stock Camaro from last case. Seen all those, I think. The Dogzilla, more of that animal theme. Formulator, Hummer, and another BMW. Nice to see 2 per case of that. What will be a very popular model. And we finish it off with the Epic Fast, the Porsche, another, so we get another version, or not another, but Porsche holds over to the next case. That's 2 per case. And the 2002. So 2 2002s in there as well. Alright guys, sorry about the length on this one. I'm looking at the time. This is approaching 20 minutes. That's unacceptable. I will shorten the next one, but lots to talk about on this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you later.